Hello everyone. As we know, the people living around us are also experiencing various kinds of temperature at different times. Somewhere hot, somewhere cold, somewhere rainy, somewhere humid or moderate. And accordingly, they adopt their lifestyle too in terms of food, shelter, clothing, etc. Now, how this temperature varies from place to place, that is the question. We are going to understand it through this chapter named Elements of Weather and Climate. In this chapter, we are going to cover the following points. Weather, we'll understand about climate and then the relation between both. And the one of the elements of the weather and climate, that is atmospheric temperature. Now, let us begin from the first point, that is weather. Weather affects us in many ways. It affects what we do and what we wear, how we travel, and even our moods. Meteorologists measure weather conditions in different places and use this information to report and make forecasts about future weather conditions. Sun is the main reason to cause various seasons like rainy, humid, hot, windy, snowy, frosty, and so on. Now let us understand on the basis of this activity that you have to collect online news or the newspaper that you received at home. Record the information in the table below given. Likewise, you can record a date on which you are observing maximum and minimum temperature of that day, humidity, as well as rainfall. Likewise, you observe for minimum 1 week and then observe the changes that varies from day to day. You will get surprised. Let us understand the next point, climate. It refers to average atmospheric condition of a large area over a considerable period. It is the aggregate of weather data of a place for 35 to 40 years. It is permanent in nature and so it gives the average everyday climate of a country or a region. For example, if the temperature of a place is hot for most of the day and if there is more rainfall, then we say that the climate of the place is hot and wet, like Kerala. And if the temperature at the place is hot for most of the days, if there is less rainfall, then we say that the climate of that place is hot and dry, like Rajasthan. Now, on the basis of that, the elements of weather and climate is very important to understand. Here are temperature, pressure, wind, humidity, precipitation, cloud cover, etc. Let us understand one by one. First of all, it's very important to understand that sun. Yes, the sun is the source of all heat and energy. The sun heats air, which causes it to rise and change temperature. Remember, the tilt of the earth in relation to the sun causes seasons. And the mode of measurement is thermometer. The centigrade and Fahrenheit are the two commonly used scales for measuring temperature. And the thermometer named fixed maximum and minimum thermometer is used for measuring the maximum and minimum temperature. The difference in daily maximum and minimum temperature of a place is called diurnal range of temperature. The difference between hottest and the coldest month gives the annual range of temperature. Now, let us understand the mode of heat that is been transferred into the earth. So, likewise, the first one is radiation. The Earth's atmosphere is heated by the radiation by absorbing the heat from the sun and then emits it in the form of infrared rays into the atmosphere. In conduction, that occurs by transfer of heat through direct contact. Convection, in which the transfer of heat through movement of rising lighter warm air and sinking of heavier cold air. And in advection, when warm winds meet cooler winds, heat is transferred to the cooler winds. On the basis of the distribution of the sunlight and on the basis of the rotation and revolution of the earth, the zone is divided likewise: torrid zone, temperate zone, and frigid zone. The region near the equator receives direct rays of sun. Therefore, due to concentration of heat over a small area, it gets heated up more. Now let us look at some of the factors that influence the temperature of a place. We'll see one by one. First of all, latitude. As from the figure, we can point out the angle at which sun's rays strike the earth's surface affects the atmospheric temperature. Thus, the more we move away from the equator, the temperature decreases. In altitude, the air near the earth's surface is denser. As we go up, air becomes thinner and cannot trap the same amount of heat. The rate at which the temperature decreases with increase in height is called normal lapse rate. Distance from the sea. Unlike land, the sea takes more time to heat up. During the day, the hot air from land is replaced by cool sea breeze. At night, as the land cools faster, warm air over the sea is replaced by a lighter and a cooler land breeze. Winds that blows from colder regions lower the surface, and those blowing from hotter regions tend to raise the temperature of the area over which it blows. Ocean currents. When warm water currents from lower latitude flow towards higher latitude, they have a warming effect on the surrounding area, ensuring that seaports remain operational. And when colder currents from solar region flows towards the lower altitude, they tend to lower the temperature and make seaports inoperative. Now, clouds cover. It tends to absorb excess heat during daytime and prevents the loss of heat at night, and that's why cloudy days are cooler while the cloudy nights are warmer. Slope of land. Like in hilly areas of the northern hemisphere, the southern slopes are ideal for human settlement and agriculture as they receive the direct rays of the sun. In the next session, we are going to understand about how the other elements react with weather and climate.